Hey, what's good guys? This is Nightwing2303 from WearTesters.com. Today we got a detailed look at the upcoming Air Jordan 31. This is actually the USA colorway. You can also call it the true blue colorway. So let's go ahead and take a quick look. Here's just a quick look at the shoe. The colors in person look a little bit more dull than what they are on camera. They look really good, at least from what I can see in the viewfinder and from all of the images. But when I did open them up in the box the first time, I was a little bit disappointed, but overall I'm getting used to it. I think that they're a very clean looking shoe. It's supposed to pay homage to the Air Jordan 1, which is why you got this faded swoosh and then this Air Jordan 1S collar, as well as the Wings logo. If you guys didn't see it, we did a WearTesters Trash Talk live with me and Jaron, and then we also had a bunch of random just supporters guest on the show on accident, which was funny. So if you want to check that out, check the link in the description box. It's over on Jaron's channel. But back to the shoes. So these guys feature a woven upper, performance woven, and it feels great. There's nothing backing it back there, so you're getting a true performance woven experience, much like the Air Jordan 29, something that I really enjoyed, so I'm really glad that they went with that on this one. It feels much nicer in quality. The Air Jordan 30 just felt super cheap. It felt like paper. It didn't feel like a performance woven upper to me, even though that's what they were calling it. But these guys feel just right. And then the rear panel here is a synthetic leather. To me, it's really cheap. It's kind of vinyl-y feeling, and this is something that you would almost see on like an Under Armour shoe that would be like retailed for like $120. It's nice and soft, and it will provide support, which is what it was there for. It's just not what I was expecting. Once again, I was expecting some kind of like leather, and instead we got some pleather, which, I mean, I'm not complaining. It's probably going to do its job just fine. I'm just explaining to you guys my first impressions on these guys once I pulled them out of the box. Oh, speaking of the box, this is it. I think it's kind of cool looking, and you can see that woven pattern along the side of the box. And then when you open up the lid, this is in there, and I think that's pretty cool too. And for all you paper lovers, there you go. Now, one of my favorite aspects of the shoe is actually the inside. You got this really cool inner boot, and this thing is super padded, and you can see those notches that are in there that are the same thing that they featured on the Jordan Mellow M12. It was a feature that I really loved in the Mellow M12, so I'm glad that they made their way to the Air Jordan 31. The only thing that I don't like about this setup is just right here, kind of digs into the back of my Achilles, just from a try-on. Reminded me of the Curry 2.5. Didn't like that feeling at all. So hopefully that breaks in, because these are a lot softer than those, so fingers crossed. Got fly wire lacing, Phylon midsole, double layered herringbone, and full length zoom. The full length zoom is, I think it's bottom loaded, but it feels really good. They have this separation here, much like an unlocked system, and then they laid the zoom air inside of that, so when you bounce on it, it's going to kind of push the zoom back into you, which should feel really good. I'm expecting transition and cushion on these guys to be exceptional. Really hoping that the traction holds up though, because that's the only real thing on this shoe that I'm kind of like sketchy on. But other than that, I think that everything on these guys are going to perform really well. Again, I think that they look really nice. To me personally, I know a lot of people don't like this Jumpman here. I don't think it looks that bad in person, honestly. You can't really see that swoosh as much as you can in photos. But at the same time, I do understand everybody's complaints. I personally probably wouldn't have put that Jumpman there. I probably would have just put the Wings logo out here. Also, what I would have personally done if I was paying homage to the Air Jordan 1 is actually utilize that woven upper to its fullest potential and have the Air Jordan 1 design actually woven into this shoe and then fading into the new sneaker. But that's just me. So there you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick look, quick performance breakdown, and all that kind of stuff as far as their tech. Nothing's really changed as far as tech from the Air Jordan 29, 30, and now the 31, with the exception of the full length zoom setup. I'm really glad to see heel and forefoot cushion return on an Air Jordan. This is how it belongs. Like, they're called Air Jordans for a reason. It's because there's a lot of air in there. So here we go, back the way that they're supposed to be. And this will just make it to where people feel like they're actually spending their money on something of value. There will be a performance review on these guys. Just be patient. I'm currently backed up right now, constipated with shoes, if you will. I have the Hyper Dunks that I've already finished. I just need to get the review out. Still working on the Crazy Explosive, and I just started on the D-Rose 7. I'll get to these guys afterwards. I might actually wear them before then, because I'm really intrigued by the Zoom Air. But who knows? So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for all your support. Let me know what you guys think about the Air Jordan 31. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you wish that they would have actually used that woven upper to really pay homage to the Air Jordan 1 by implementing the Air Jordan 1's design into the woven, much like they did with the MTM Air Jordan 1? Or do you like it just like this? Sound off in the comments section. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, guys. Have a good one. Oh, real quick, almost forgot. They fit true to size. Just in case you're wondering, wide footers, make sure you try them on because they are not narrow, but it's a woven. So to me, I think that wide footers might be fine. But but I don't have your foot, so I really don't know. Thanks again, guys. Peace. Glad I caught that. Tail versions. So the Flyknit here is nice, it's soft, it's unrestrictive, it's got the same exact stuff backing it as the regular versions, which is a nylon. You can see that both of these are white. These guys right here, the USA versions, they got a slight bluish tint to them, whereas these guys have a black thread throughout some of the little like honeycomb pattern. So that's really, I think those are super sexy. And then the other ones that are just as sexy, maybe even a tad bit sexier, are the black, white with red stripes. I don't know what it is. I think it's because it's got that playoff-esque colorway, but those are fire. Last but not least, the straight up just plain black and white colorway. Basically a reverse of these guys right here. I saw those at the Adidas event and